المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. سبحانك لا فهم لنا إلا ما فهمتنا إنك أنت الجواد الكريم. والرب زدني علما. قال الإمام النووي رحمه الله تبارك وتعالى ونفعنا بعلمه في الدارين. وقال تعالى: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: وقضى ربك أن لا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا إما يبلغن عندك الكبر أحدهما أو كلاهما فلا تقل لهما أف ولا تنهرهما وقل لهما قولا كريما واخفض لهما جناح الذل من الرحمة وقل رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. وقال تعالى: وصينا الإنسان بوالديه حملته أمه وهنا على وهن وفصاله في عامين أن اشكر لي ولوالديك. So continuing with the chapter of the kindness and goodness to one's parents and similarly to the relatives. So continuing with the ayats that Imam Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala has mentioned in this conjunction. From Surah Al-Isra, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَن لَا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered that you should not worship, you should not serve and surrender yourself and bind yourself in servitude to other than Allah, only to Him. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. And then after that, as we mentioned yesterday, thereafter again here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions that kindness to the parents. After the order of Tawheed, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders kindness and goodness to one's parents. إِمَّا يَبْلُغَنَّ عِنْدَكَ كِبْرَ أَحَدُهُمَا. If any one of them reaches old age with you, in other words, in your presence, in your cognizance, they have reached old age. One of them or both of them, كِلَاهُمَا فَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ. Don't even say to them uff. Haram. Haram to say to one's parents uff. In other words, we call this in Arabic kalimat al-dajar. In other words, to show that you're displeased with your parents. You're annoyed with them. So you can imagine, how much of such displeasure and annoyance is going on, daily, every moment, It's just become common, But in our tradition and in the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's divine instruction is that we do not even show our displeasure. Even, the ulama mentioned that even if you have to enjoin the right and forbid the evil with your parents, you have to be very careful. You have to be very, honorable and very humble in your approach, always keeping in mind their position as parents and your position as a son or a daughter. So don't even say so much as uff. So anything more than that would be even more. We call this tanbih al-adna al-a'la. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions such an seemingly insignificant thing to say uff. Somebody says, do this or do that, uff. This is haram. So what about anything above and beyond that? Much more so. وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا. Don't talk rudely and accost them and shout at them, obviously. وَقُلْ لَهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. Moreover, say to them a honorable and a nice and in a very sort of honorable and befitting and respectful way. Address them in such a way. وَاخْفِضْ لَهُمَا جَنَاحَ الذُّلِّ. And this is very difficult to translate, but it is a simile that you extend the wing of dhul, of humility and obedience, towards them, from the mercy that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent down, as mentioned in hadith, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has 100 mercies. One of them He sent down on the earth, and all the mercy that you see, manifestation of mercy throughout the world, is coming from that one rahmah. To show that kind of mercy to your parents, and that is kind of the simile of the bird, who we probably mentioned that at another juncture, who extends her wing down and humbles the wing under her flock and under her offspring. So similarly, to show the humble respect and in doing so, offering all sorts of assistance that you might be able to offer to them. And the greatest, of assistance that you can do to your parents is pray for them. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaches us how to do that. And He says, say, O my Lord, irhamhuma, have mercy on them, just as they raised me when I was a child. And obviously, when they raised me as a child, they showed so much mercy towards me that you gave them tawfiq to give. So return their recompense in kind by showing them the divine mercy from yourself. And then the last ayat which is mentioned, وَصِينَ الْإِنسَانِ بِوَالِدَيْهِ حَمْلَتُهُ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given the advice and the order to, again, to show kindness and every respect and honor to the parents, to every human being, to give such respect and honor to his parents. حَمْلَتُهُ أُمُّهُ وَهْنًا. Just reflect on this, that his mother, carried him with difficulties and problems and pain and sleepless nights and only your mothers know about that. And wahn ala wahn, difficulty after difficulty for 9 months, morning sickness, sleepless nights, and then after the childbirth, how much difficulty she had to go through for every one of us. And every mother has gone through that. Allahu Akbar. وَفِصَالُهُ فِي عَامَيْنِ. And the period, as we mentioned this morning, the period of fostering is for 2 years. And in this whole process, what should be the outcome of the children toward the parents? أَنِشْكُرْ لِي وَلِوَالِدَيْكَ. To show your gratitude towards the Creator who has created you, and through the medium of these two parents, to show your gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Creator, and whom He has made as the means for your coming into the world, your parents. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala